I'm not.
Let's give Sam a plug, though. Yeah. Sam is in town for the yearly Epilepsy Day at Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
And when is that? What day is that?
That is coming up in November.
November.
So, across the whole November for the whole month.
Oh, the whole month.
Is Epilepsy Awareness Day, Epilepsy Awareness Month for USA, and so buildings will be turning purple.
Nice.
And
Nice.
my job is to take over with a whole team Disneyland in Los Angeles. So we've got 3 days there. So
Wow.
2-day expo. And
Nice.
45 hospitals are coming down to it.
That's
We've got
fantastic.
neurologists, we've got lots of specialists coming
That's
to it.
fantastic.
And my job there is going to be a reporter. So I'll be interviewing all these doctors and also some celebrities.
Nice.
So I've got Miguel Corventes, who's an actor in
He's
Chicago,
Hamilton.
and he was in Hamilton. So he's coming down. And
Nice.
we've also got a doctor called Dr. Tony. And if you look him up on YouTube, he's called the Dancing Doctor. And so he dances with his patient. He's a pediatric
Have
doctor.
fun.
And so he dances with his patients who've got epilepsy, and they may be lying in hospital beds. And he dances with them,
That's
and
so
it
neat.
helps their well-being.
Oh, it helps everybody, yeah. So when is that, and how can people find out more?
Okay, so it's happening on November the 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Okay.
And it's happening at Disneyland Resort. If you want to come in person, the Monday and Tuesday, 5th and 6th.
Is the resorts in Florida?
No,
It's in LA.
California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anaheim.
And in Anaheim, and it's those 2 days are free. So the expo, the educational expo, is free to come and talk to the doctors.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So it's a whole. Really
Oh, that's
great
nice.
family event.
What's the website?
Website is epilepsyawarenessday.org.
Epilepsyawarenessday.org, and I will make a point of plugging that on Twitter tomorrow, so that people will be able to go to that website. Nice.
National Epilepsy Awareness Month.
Nice.
And that's November every single year.
Nice. We see salmon every November. It's really great. It's really
And
great.
For Leo, you were talking about Banksy.
Oh yeah.
This is the painting. So
That is an awesome painting. Thank you. I'm a big Banksy fan. That's really nice. Very nice. Thank you. It's great to see you, Sam. How about, you're getting a little gray. You're getting a little gray. I've known you a long time. Older but wiser. Has it been that long? Wow, that's awesome. Well, I'm ahead of you a little bit here. I'm all white almost now. Hey, Fizzy, Mr. Fizzy. He's over there. Oh, there he is. He's over there. He's there. Dick, Sam wants to say hi. You remember Sam Downey?
Hi, Dick.
Yes. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, good. I'm really grateful. Thank you.
Sam comes out every year at this time.
Yeah.
I heard. That's just great. That's
Yeah, and
just
this
great.
time he's joined by Viran Patel. Is he also from England?
He certainly is.
Hi, Viran. How you doing? Great to see you. Welcome. Poor Viran doesn't know what he's got himself into. Well, I am going to take off.
His first time on
Okay, very good.
not my first.
Yeah.
So I'm doing
You're 10th or something. Ladies and gentlemen, I think, we have a very special guest. He lost his keys, so he can't go home. So he's going to do the Giz Fiz today, I think, yeah? Dick, I throw it to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Halloween edition of...
It's the Giz Fiz with the Giz Whiz. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz. It's the Giz Fiz. And now your host, mathematics writer and the Giz Whiz, Dick DeBartolo.
Okay, so the meetup was last week, and we had a great time. People brought lots of stuff. Let's see, I think Ranger Rick and Magoo, brought this. Also, the world's longest Twizzlers. You need a 360 camera to see how long the Twizzlers are. Let's see what else we got. We have Uncle Oinkies bacon mince. Ta-da! Someone brought me. I'm sorry that these got separated from who brought it. My mustache comb. It's like a flip out switchblade, except it flips out a little mustache comb. We got lots of mints. I think maybe Hawks Post brought these. We have Ruth Bader Ginsburg judgments. We have You Can Do It empowerments. We have Mr. Rogers encouragements. And for the literary among you, we have Shakespeare mints. We had a lot of, and someone brought me a new kind of draft beer, Jelly Belly Draft. Beer flavored Jelly Bellies. Okay. Also, any black mesh underwear? Captain J is like an offstage producer. Yes. Where'd it go? Let's see. Last week I opened Becky's package and I thought it was mesh underwear. It was a mesh shopping bag, but now I have a mesh T-shirt. Also, we learned some. So I'll put the link. Actually, the link is on my website. So Chad, we did like a 35-minute little thing that Chad did from Dallas, interviewing people who were here. So we found out that Mandy the Clown is a clown. 12 years with Ringling Brothers, was with Circus Soleil. So next week, she's going to be Chat Room Celebrity of the Week. But Alex, I understand that you suckered someone into being Chat Room Celebrity this week. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Is that person, are we going to do that first? Or are we going to do...
He's all set, so yeah.
He's all set. Okay. Well, then do the magic of trying to find that little thing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our Chat Room Celebrity of the Week. What is your name, sir?
I am William Washington.
William Washington. Hang on, William. You can't, the people are behind me, so you can't see them.
Sounds good.
Okay. So, William, tell us what brought you to Petaluma.
Honestly, I'm originally from California, but I've lived in Colorado for the last 24 years, and it's my birthday, so I decided to come out to Petaluma.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Did you get great gifts like I got?
Not quite as good.
No, okay. No, you didn't got no bacon mints, no.
No mesh shirt?
No mesh
no
shirt.
Mesh, no mesh shirt. No.
I did.
Sound effect.
I'll tell you what I did get. I did get the 2008 Podcaster of the Year, which if you just scratch out where it says Twit there, this is now mine. I'm also now Podcaster of the Year.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
oh my gosh. And GizFiz won in 2009.
Oh, look at us. We're like siblings now.
Well, yes, exactly. Both of us have won awards 10 years ago. But what do we care? We've moved on. Awards mean nothing to us.
Nah.
All right. So, William, tell me about your career, what you're doing now.
I suppose I like to put it on two fronts. On one end, I'm a software developer, but that's kind of like the boring end of what I do. On the other end, I actually am a podcaster. I've been podcasting for 13 years now. There we are. I'm the host of RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk, which is a part of the Fan Off Network, which I also own and run. And I've been hosting that since June 18th, 2005. So I host it with, you see Eric Brady there, Maxwell Baumbach, Paul Griffin.
Oh my God.
We discuss the ins and outs of professional wrestling. And it's such a joy to do. You know, professional wrestling is, it's, you know, there's two sides of being a professional wrestling fan. You have the casual viewer who really just watches it because, woo, it's fighting. And then there's the really nerdy end of professional wrestling where you have the fans who really like to analyze and dig deep and not take it so seriously. And that's really what we do on RBR. We don't take it seriously at all. As a matter of fact, I think for a show called RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk, it's probably 70% us just laughing about ourselves and then 30% actually analyzing professional wrestling. But we have a lot of fun doing it. And like I said, I've been hosting it 13 years. It's probably I can't think of anything else in my life I've been doing 13 years. So.
Oh my gosh. So have you wrestled yourself?
Oh, no. I have
Not wrestled yourself. Have you wrestled another person?
I haven't. I have a cousin who is one of the top indie wrestlers in the world. His name is Shane Strickland. Any of your viewers who follow independent wrestling immediately know who that name is.
Okay.
And so I pretty much live vicariously through him because he's doing it and he's doing it big.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And you can make a living at this?
At podcasting?
At podcasting?
I wouldn't call it a living. That's why I'm also a software developer, but luckily I have enough.
Okay.
We have our Patreon subscribers who at least make the show pay for itself. That helps.
Yes, exactly. We the GizFiz is a Patreon supported show.
Yes.
And when people say why should give you money? We don't want you to make money. And I said, no, you're not helping us make money. You're helping us lose less.
Yes, exactly. That's what it is. And,
yeah, that's exactly.
I've been a big fan of yours for a really long time. I have to tell you that I told Leo today that I watched the screensavers going back to, I dated it back to October of '98 was the first episode I had ever seen. And so being that was the case, I've also been aware of you pretty much since I've been able to read Mad Magazine. And,
oh my gosh.
And so that was going back even further. And I've just been a big fan for a long time.
Oh, thank you so much. I wish I knew something about wrestling, but I don't. So what is your ultimate goal? So someone says to you, okay, we're going to make you whatever you want to be, or what will you be in 10 years if your plan succeeds? Do you look that far ahead?
Man, retired and living in a secluded mountain town somewhere where nobody can find me. That's ideal.
Are you serious?
That wasn't always the case, but my wife is she just wants to be away from it all, wants to be away from the city life and all of that. That for me, I somewhere along the way, she's convinced me that that's probably the best option and that's probably the best goal. So that's ideally where I want to be.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I would build a house that the front of it faces the mountains and the streams. But when you go out the back door, it's a thriving city. And that way you can both have your dream.
Yes.
Okay. You just don't let her in the back room. Don't let her know that there's a city 10 feet from where you live, and that way you both can do what you do. Okay, so you have any the chat, we have standard questions that we always ask.
Okay.
About 3 or 4 of them. One is how you found out about Leo and Twit.
Like I said, I've been a fan of Leo's since 1998. I was
just stumbling over.
Now, granted, I was 11 years old at the time, but I was legitimately back in the day. I would just scroll DirecTV as a kid, and one day I found an old network called ZDTV. Amaze yourself.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and
you go back before me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I found ZDTV, and that was where I discovered Kate and Leo on the screensavers, and I watched them pretty much to. I'll tell you what, it was my after-school activity was me. I had to be home at Colorado time, 5 o'clock every day for the screensavers, and then I would catch Call for Help on the replays. And no joke, it meant so much to me at the time that the day that the screensavers kind of ceremoniously died was, some would say, November 11th, 2004. And I remember that day because I stayed home.
Oh my gosh!
I stayed home from school. I was so upset. I read the news that morning right before school that it was no longer going to be on, and I said, I can't do it. I told my mom, I'm like, I'm not going to school. It was my senior year of high school anyway. But I told my mom, I'm like, I'm not going to school. I'm done. Can't do it. They're not on anymore.
Word. Oh my
so
word!
That's how long
astounding.
I've been a fan.
Yeah. Now, is this the first time you met Leo in person?
First time, yeah.
Today?
Yes, today was the
wow.
first time.
Yeah. Was he everything you expected him to be in person?
So
He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, he's gone now?
He's gone, and he doesn't watch reruns. Yeah, totally.
Okay, good. No, I would say a little bit shorter than I thought, but otherwise the exact Leo I knew he was going to be.
No, he's great.
Yeah,
he's
Leo's
just
great.
He's super. Okay, then we ask if you have pets or children.
Yes, I have 2 children. I have a daughter. Her name is Veda. She is 7, and I have a son. His name is Billy, or William Jr. And then I do have a cat named Busara, and that is Swahili for wisdom. And he is a
Oh my gosh!
He's a black something. I don't know cat breeds. I know that he's a great cat, and that's about it.
Okay, and how old is your son?
He is 4.
Oh, 4. So he's not podcasting yet.
He did a Patreon show, like 10 seconds of one with me, and everybody thought it was hilarious. We did this little kind of spoof preview where we did for Father's Day, we did this show called This Is My Dad. It was kind of a play on, because we have another show called This Is Your Wife. And so we did a play on that called This Is Your Dad. And I interviewed my dad for the entire episode. And then I did this kind of spoof preview at the end of it where I brought my son on, and we're like, all right, so on the next edition of This Is Your Dad, William Jr. is going to interview me. And then I had him do the intro of the show really quick. I coached him through it and have him ask me a question as like a parody preview. And people ask me, they're like, so when's that episode coming out? Like, there's no episode where a 4-year-old is interviewing me.
It'll be up in 10 years.
Yeah, we'll see it in 10 years. That'll be the episode where Billy interviews me.
Okay, now can you see the chat room?
I can see the chat.
Oh, okay. So chat room, we have you have like 5 more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, chat room, we'll do a few questions for William. Remember, family friendly. The chat room's very weird.
I saw one about WrestleMania a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I can't remember.
Whoever typed a WrestleMania question, put it on the screen again.
So they ask, what do I think of the Roman Reigns leukemia news? And that's a big deal because Roman Reigns, he's kind of been the face of WWE for the last 3 years. It's almost kind of reluctantly because fans have been really rejecting Roman Reigns that entire time. But Roman Reigns revealed this past Monday that he's been battling leukemia for the last 11 years, which is something that nobody had ever known. I think one journalist said he had gotten that information, but he couldn't verify it with a second source, so he never published it. But otherwise, Roman revealed that his leukemia had come back, and so he was the Universal Champion over on Monday Night Raw, and he had to relinquish the belt. I will say this. I think the world of Roman Reigns as a performer, I was equally, like most fans, not a big fan of what the character of Roman Reigns brought to the table. And I think they had done a big disservice to him. But, that was one of the most emotional moments for me as a wrestling fan. The moment that hit, the moment he revealed that, I'd say the tears started to hit me, and he had to give up the belt. So I think it's going to be interesting. You never wish that upon anybody, and I hope he comes back stronger than ever. It's going to be interesting to see because he was the face of the company and because they put all their eggs in the Roman Reigns basket. It'll be interesting for me to see who steps up to the plate and who the next big guy is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see Momsworth questions? What do you think of Roddy
Piper? Oh, man. Family friendly, so I'll just say that He's all out of bubblegum. And no, I love Roddy Piper as an actor. He was amazing. What else? Let's see. Wrestle Talk or Steven Larson? I'll say Wrestle Talk if I had to pick between the two. Now, granted, as a wrestling podcast host myself, I find it really difficult to listen to other wrestling podcasts just because I spend up to 5 hours a week talking about it. So, like, to have to listen to somebody else talk about it kind of drives me nuts. So it's very rare that I actually listen to another wrestling podcast. But I'll say between the two, Wrestle Talk.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Hawks Post just reminded me a question we always ask, and I forgot to ask. Your favorite gadget?
Oh.
It can be old, it could be new, it could be anything.
Oh, that's old, new.
Nope.
I mean, I'm gonna go with. There was one you brought on the screensavers a few years ago, and it's like driving me nuts that I can't remember. It was actually one of the episodes you had done with when that brief period where they were in LA and you came down, and I think it was Alex Albrecht who interviewed you. But geez, I can't remember what it was. So I'm just gonna go with the easy answer and say the smartphone. You kidding me? It's got it's got everything you could possibly want in a device. You know, there was times where I had to carry around an MP3 player, or even I carried around a stereo at one point, and had to carry around cameras. I had to carry around a phone, and like, you know, if I could go back in time and just back to the year even 2005 and show myself, like, just plop this in front of me and go, listen, everything you're going to need is going to be right here. You'll literally be able to do even the podcast you're doing. You're going to be able to do it on the go right from this device. That would be it.
That's a good answer. Oh, someone is asking, do you ever go into the chat room? I assume they mean when Leah's doing his radio show.
It's been a while, but yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and I will make this the final question. Your favorite programming language and your text editor.
Okay. Well, that's funny. Notepad++ is my go-to text editor.
Okay.
And my favorite programming language, I taught myself Python out of necessity, and I've grown to love what I can do with it. I mean, I would say that's kind of my go-to answer as far as my favorite. I'd say I'm most proficient in C++ just because that's what I have to do for a living. But I would go with Python just because just the little things I can do with it. Absolutely my favorite.
Dick, I have to say, Eric Duckman's question is a standard question on one of our weekly shows. All the guests on Floss Weekly have to answer that question at the end of the show. So,
What favorite gadget?
No, favorite programming language and favorite text editor.
Okay.
So thank you, Eric Duckman, for a little bit of continuity between shows.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and thank you for Jamma B making a rare appearance on GizFiz PM. What was that? Anyway, Michael, this was really... William, rather. This has been, you have a great voice, you have a great presence. No wonder you won an award, even though.
Yes.
Jamma B can make that 2018. Just hand it to him. In 3 minutes, it'll be your award, and it'll say 2018.
2018, good.
I'll just give it to Burke. Make Burke do it. But Burke will do a much better job.
William, this was really great. I thank you so much for taking your time to be. I know this is the highlight of your career.
Hey, this has been great, Dick. Seriously.
For being chat room celebrity of the week. And keep watching the monitor. The chat room usually jumps in with some comments. Thank you. Ladies and yes, back, please. Don't hog the camera. I'm talking to my own audience here. Okay. Bye. That was great.
Thank you.
That was just great. Okay. Next week will be Mandy the Clown. Bum, bum. So we're going to do an hour. I think we started at 7:20. We'll go to 8:20. We're going to do photo captions.
And actually, Dick, we never announced what this show is that we're watching today.
Oh,
we
yes.
jumped right into something.
We were so taken back by our special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Giz Fiz PM.
Thank you. I'm now relieved.
Oh, yeah. No problem. You are actually watching the Halloween edition of Giz Fiz PM. All right. Now, photo number 1 for you to caption from George Davis. Bum, bum. Okay. Beautiful house. Also, for some reason, seems to be a shack house on an island, all surrounded by water. Okay. A beautiful house. And a less beautiful house on an island surrounded by water. Very small island. There's nothing on the island but those 2 houses, not even a cell tower. Okay, mountain chateau after global warming, Dr. Mom Grandma. House in the middle, house in the middle after fallout. Dick's dream house. No, mine would be in the city. All good fun until the neighbors moved in. So we got carried away with the moat. That's very funny. Gilligan opens a new resort. House in the middle aftermath. Gizwiz Manor. I think they flooded the area around them because they're out of candy. Oh, trick and treater. The plane. There goes the neighborhood island. Little house on the island. As you can see, all 50 acres are mine. What do you mean global warming? Gilligan upgrade. Who took our boat? Another Gilligan's Island. Thurston Howell III's island. Keeping up with the Joneses. We're going to need a bigger island. Us after Trump tax cuts. Colorado Mountain Home 2050. Alcatraz shrunk. Pop-up house. Trump's idea of Alcatraz. Robin Caruso's retirement home. That's very good. My fantasy island. We better form an HOA Marge. Giz Fiz flushing station. Well, that little house is that. Basement is a pool. Karl Marx lived in the unpainted house. Listing said house on a lake, but the smaller house is is for when the hubby misbehaves. Where's the garage? You mean where's the boathouse? Co-opted moat. All right, we'll see what George did for his. George said, for the small island with a big house, my caption is, I would purchase this island if I won the $1 billion lottery. Okay. Photo number 2 from George Davis. Photo 2. Is okay, a man with his palm open, and in his palm is a little mound of dirt and a tiny plant. Okay, a man with an open palm, dirt and plant in hand. Oh, that's very good. A palm tree. Got a pot bud. Importance of proper hygiene. Weatherman said light rain. Personal agriculture. You need to wash your hands more often. In good hands with Allstate. A man with a plant. Let me start your sprout. Atlantis rising. Turd blossom. Here's your flower. The new Palm Pilot. Green giant marries little sprout. That's funny. I told you manure grows things. Microfarm. this is good. In this restaurant, everything is really fresh. Hope I can hold this until the tomatoes ripen. Making a mountain out of a molehill. Enron's idea of saving the environment. One tree. dirty jobs, last plant on earth. Here, hold the baby, future Wall Street traders. That joint is really potent. Money tree, pot can make you rich. And there behind the glass is a single blade of grass moving along. Had to spot a cheap date, no flowers. Farm to table, taken too far. What my pocket pan lent. First plant for Mars colony. I wanted fresh apples. I'm growing my own apple tree. I need a big house and a little house. My contribution to the environment. And the other hand is holding a tiny cow. Okay. And George put, for man holding a small plant, my caption is, this is the world's fastest growing plant. I put the seed in the dirt just 2 hours ago. Okay. Photo number 3. Photo 3 is, oh my gosh. What kind of all right, it's a weird plant. I assume it's a Photoshop because it looks like it's growing croissants. Or whatever it is, whatever you want it to be, that's what it is. Ugly fruit, soybean plant, tuma fruit. That's what happened to Johnny Appleseed, durian fruit. Don't bite into this fruit. Buckeye. Mikey will eat it. Singapore fruit. My line was crossed with a porcupine. Dorian. Alien brains. Oh, my God. Have a sniff. Something stinks in here. Cancer fruit. I had this stupid plant for 2 months, and this is what happened. I'm not ugly, but I am ripe. Hedgehog fruit. Either you need a shower or you got a durian in your pocket. Prickly fruit croissants. Porcupado. Hedgehog. Yum. Oh, my God. Infectious kiwi. I had that once, but the ointment cleared it right up. I get the point. Or you eat the other part. A buckeye after Purdue dissects it. It smells as bad as it looks. Porcupine brains. Watch out, it'll puff up like a puffer fish. George says, oh, it is a durian fruit. George says, for the durian fruit, my caption is, this fruit, because of its lingering bad smell, is banned in hotels, transportation, and in a lot of Asian countries. Oh, that's funny. Livermore says that stinky durian fruit is banned from public transportation in part of Asia. All right, well, that's part of George's answer. Okay. Photo number 4. Oh, very whimsical. So it's like a swirling rainbow of colors, and we have Earth in there, and a skull, and the moon or the sun, and an eye. It's whatever you want it to be. A colorful, swirling mess. Peter Max Tombstone, Psychedelic Galaxy. This is what you see after you eat the durian fruit. Rainbow Spiral Backhoe. The GizFiz Flush. Emoji vomited by a unicorn. Oh, my God. Rainbow Twizzler Spiral. Swirly. Skittles commercial. Hurricane RuPaul. You're not the only one who lived that long, Spike. Halloween Cornucopia. New Pac-Man game. Watching too much twit. Prettiest barf ever. Toilet flush on acid. Unicorn on LSD. Hippie toilet flush. Spiral of life. Don't smoke durian fruit. What happens when the internet goes down the drain? Unicorn puke Starbucks new drink. All right, let's see what George put. Oh, George said it's a ceiling. My caption for the beautiful ceiling is parents who have added this art in their baby's room say their child is happier and contented. I don't think I'd want that in my room. Okay. Photo 5 of 6. Okay, it's 2 jet planes. They're heading toward each other, but hopefully at slightly different altitudes and not facing each other. 2 planes, one going in each direction in a beautiful sky. Okay. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Better late than never. Playing aviation chicken. 747 high fives. Close call. Pull your visor down, Captain. Fighter pilot chicken. Stay on target. Sunrise sunset. New runway chicken game. Alec Lindsay's afternoon McBreak weekly reference. I won the game of chicken, one pilot says. Jets playing chicken. It's a trap. Are they going to mate? A lot of let's play chicken. Ready to touch wings. How baby planes are made. Did you say zig or zag? Bread and butter, bread and butter. The pilot left the stove on. 2 bird's eye view. Plane collision. Watch out for the other plane. Does this mirror make my fuselage look fat? Alpha Bravo turn on my left or your left. Another playing chicken bombs away. Violating the minimum separation. One's chasing the sun. One's chasing the sun. Okay. George said, for 2 planes flying toward each other, my caption is, this is in aviation what they would call a near miss. All right. Photo 6 of 6, our final photo for this week. Thanks to George Davis. It's a girl running. She's leaping in the air. Both her feet are in air. And she's either going to land, I guess, back on the beach. She's at the beach, running, leaping in the air, looking at the camera, smiling. And that's it. Okay. All right. Shark. Ooh, the water's cold. Oh, that's funny. So she'd be leaping out of the water. New Olympic sport. She's a real Don Martin fan. Ah, Mr. Jellyfish on shore. The ocean is lava. When toe shoe dancers go to the beach. She just say the ceiling pattern after eating durian fruit. I'm walking on sunshine, crabs everywhere. I want to see how she lands or doesn't. Running with the tide. I jumped as the flood tide came in, but now what? I finally got off that island in photo number 1. Look, Ma, no boat. Look, Ma, I'm a gazelle. Only took 989 tries to get the perfect photo. Jumps like a gazelle. She should have had a V8. Runs with gazelles. Flying lady with tiny pants and shirt. Drawing my feet. How do I get down from here? Ouch, ouch, ouch. Dancing with the starfish. Chariots of the gods. SpongeBob's girlfriend. Airing my toes. Another how do I get down from here? Giant spider on Kneck. What a ballet. I can't get my feet wet. All right. George said, my caption for girl jumping at the beach. My caption is, hold on now, don't move, smile, and I'll take your picture. I got it. And George ends with, trained your mind to see the good in everything. Be safe while trick-or-treating. And I'll see you all next week. George, thank you. All right. Oh, did you get my video link?
The Year to Learn one? Or
You'll learn to learn? Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. What was it? What was the subject?
The advantages of looking ahead.
Oh, the advantages of looking ahead. This is very good. We need this. Okay. Bum, bum. All right, we're going to do some logo. Wait a second. I think these are the ones I picked. But did we do this last week? This is so weird. Live Aid inspired a heavy metal version called Hear and Aid. It's a fact or crap. Live Aid inspired a heavy metal version called Hear and Aid. Well, just answer it anyway. Fact or crap? Fact or crap? Bum, bum. Funny, but crap. Crap. I love Kool-Aid. It was Lead-Aid. Crap, crap. Oh, we got one fact. Fact. Oh, now we're getting lots of that's a fact. And now a crap. All right, Alex. Live Aid inspired a heavy metal version called Hear and Aid.
Crap.
Fact. It is a fact. Looks like Eric Duckman just put up a link to the correct to show that it was the correct answer. All right, let me do another one here. Bum, bum. Can't even understand that. Are you ready for this, Sharon? Hitler's favorite dessert was either a strudel or an eclair decorated with swastikas. Fact or crap? Hitler's favorite dessert was either a strudel or an eclair decorated with swastikas. Crap, crap. Fact, fact. Crap. Sounds legit. Beef Team says, why not? It's Hitler. Crap. No, he wanted an eclair that looked like a sub. Sounds about right. Crap. It's a fact, but it tastes like crap, says Beatmaster. Boy, it's right down the middle. So we're gonna rely on Alex. Hitler's favorite dessert, and then you'll show the video of this. Hitler's favorite dessert was a strudel or an eclair decorated with swastikas. True, fact or crap?
Crap.
It is a fact. This is the weirdest card we've ever had. Lincoln's dog, Abraham Lincoln's dog, was also assassinated by a drunk in Springfield. Fact or crap? Lincoln's dog was also assassinated by a drunk in Springfield. Yeah, assassinated is in quotes. So Lincoln's dog was also killed by a drunk. Crap, it was his cat. Fact. The drunk who did it was U.S. Grant. Crap. Rough life. Fact, and the drunk was driving a Tesla. The dog knew too much. We got mostly crap. All right, Alex. Lincoln's dog was also, air quotes, assassinated by a drunken Springfield. Fact or crap?
Crap.
It's a fact. Oh my God, Eric Duckman is like doing research here. Evidently, his dog was called Fido. All right, we'll do one more fact or crap. Neil Diamond's song Sweet Caroline was inspired by JFK's daughter, Caroline. Fact or crap? Neil Diamond's song Sweet Caroline was inspired by JFK's daughter, Caroline. Yes, it was. Crap. Dr. Mom, Grandma, fact. Oh my God. Fact. Crap. No, it was named after a barbecue sauce. Crap, it was his mother. It was Neil's daughter. We're leaning more toward fact. Alex, Neil Diamond's song Sweet Caroline was inspired by JFK's daughter, Caroline. Fact or crap?
Fact?
Yes. It is a fact. All right, we are going to go into our Yearn to Learn Theater and why we all should be looking ahead. Nice.
Who are the people who are most likely to succeed? What's the secret of their success?
They work
Let's
for
see if
Twin.
Nick Baxter can help us find the answer.
I don't think he's got the answer.
Nothing. Are you just gonna finish your table? Not right now.
Besides, it's a
To
bookend.
school to loaf again?
It's the world's tallest bookend.
What are you doing? Oh, reading
I'm
that
looking
article I
for
wrote the
jobs in
paper. Pretty good, huh?
podcasting.
Why don't I ever get chosen for something like this? Most
Why
likely
can't
to
I be
succeed.
chat room celebrity of the week?
What have these kids got that I haven't got anyway?
So that's it.
Oh,
Did you read the
talent,
rest of the
drive,
article? You know,
a brain.
I interviewed these kids, and, well, it was really interesting what they had to tell me.
Oh, he interviewed him? Oh, okay.
How do I get high grades? I work for them. I'm not going to school just to put in time. I want to be somebody.
Thank you, Jammer B.
How do I find time for so many activities? I plan for them. I like to make the most of my spare time.
And why are you going into the club room? Because there's just a bar in
Why do I
there.
have so many friends? Well, I like people. I want them to like me.
And I like to wrestle
I want to learn
them.
how to get along with them better. That'll always be important to me.
And I'm never going to
Does that
wear
help
long
answer your
pants.
question? I still don't exactly see why they were picked.
Well, it seems to me they're all saying pretty much the same thing. To succeed in something, you have to have a purpose and make plans for reaching it and work at it all the time.
Sounds crazy to me.
Well, what are you doing after graduation?
I'll be
I'll
sitting
think
right
about
here.
that later.
Are you planning what you'll be doing next semester?
Good night, no. Why should I?
Well, what about next month or next week?
I don't know. What's the idea?
Well, what are you doing this afternoon?
Nothing. There's nothing to do. If I go home, there'll be homework or work to do around the house or something.
If I go out on the
tired of
lawn, there'll be
Brother,
lawn work.
You do need a purpose and a plan. You should be working on your future right now. Well, have
You
not
should be
figured
a
out what you'll be like in
politician.
few years? Why don't you look ahead?
Bill says you should be taking acting lessons.
Purpose. Plan.
Yeah.
Looking ahead. As if you could
So
tell
it's
what
Lord
you'll
said
be
he's
like
got
in
a
few
tie
years.
on. What do you want?
Or can you?
Wait a minute.
What about Ed?
Wait a minute.
He'll probably wind
Ooh,
up as a
he's
scientist.
got a better tie.
That's what he's aiming for. And he studies hard.
He's saying, what the
Maybe
hell
you
is
can
this?
Figure that Jean will be pretty active in clubs and things, because she's pretty active now. And, well, Terry would sure do all right in politics with that knack he has of making friends. Well,
And he's got a
I suppose
sign,
you
too.
can figure out where some people are headed for, but
Say, Don.
yeah.
Suppose you could look ahead like you said. Do you suppose you could figure what I'm going to be like in a few years?
Oh, I would say a drunk and a
Judging by
bum.
the way you're going, I'd vote you least likely to succeed. A guy without any purpose or any plan.
Here, take this can of paint and paint the house in the middle.
A drifter. Maybe even a bum.
He's going to get a degree in clubs and things. Oh, my best friend walked out. I know. I'll think. No, that's not working. He threw the cigarette on the floor. That's good. He'll be Elias the Drifter. He'll be president of his jail cell. He'll gaze into a bowl of water.
That could be me.
It was you,
Nothing but a
jerk.
bum.
What am I saying? That won't happen to me. There's nothing to all that about purposes and plans and looking ahead.
This is a very, very
Just
up
trying to put the old spirit in
film.
me.
Oh, now watch this
Forget
collapse.
about it. Oh, what's the matter? Can't I even build a simple table?
Okay, you'll work for IKEA.
I
Now
have
it's
to
all
figure out
clear.
How I want it to look, and make a plan for building it. Let's see.
Why did I give all this money to Stormy? Wait a minute. I'll invent.
There. That's the way I want it to look. Now I have to figure out just how to make it.
Wow.
Length.
Maybe. Oh.
Height.
So where did this knowledge come from? And I invented the pizza. A round peg in a round hole. I'm getting somewhere. This is the best stool the school ever had, Mr.
That's
IKEA.
better. Now I've done something the way it ought to be done. It started to shape up
And
as
that was
soon
the
as I made
last
these
thing
sketches.
he ever built in his
When
life.
I saw how I wanted it to look and made plans for building it. Plans.
I'm going to make a giant one and call it a
Measure.
building.
Wait a minute.
You
That's
could
what
put
Don
a
was talking
lamp
about.
on this and then sell it as
That's what I have to do with
furniture.
my own future. I've got to look ahead and imagine.
Back
Not
in
what
W
it
says,
will be
no,
like
we
if I
wanted a
just keep
stool
drifting.
sample, not a
What I
stool.
want it to be like. Hello?
Hi, I'm sitting on the stool I made.
hello,
Can I help
Dad.
you?
Fine, thanks. How are you and Mother? Great. Say, Dad, you'll want to know. I've been elected chairman of the community club.
And
right.
president of the
Will you
United
and Mother be my
States.
guests at the club dinner? Good. Mary and I will expect you.
And bring a stool.
Yes? I want a future that's something like that. I want to be happy, be somebody, have a good job, friends, a home, a wife and kids. But how
much
do
you
I
think
get
all
there?
of that would cost?
If that's my purpose,
Beef
how
Team
do I
said, and
reach
don't be late with the rent, Dad.
all detailed plans of how to achieve my purpose. And I'd better be getting at it right now.
Yeah, because it's
I
3
can write them
o'clock.
down. Add to them
Make
as I go along.
plans.
Change them even. But the important thing is having plans.
Learning how to
Plan for
write.
work.
I've got to do that first.
Yes, Nick is learning the importance of looking ahead. He's making
He
some
made that
decisions
fireplace.
about the kind of future he wants and some plans to reach it. Nick wants a happy home life in the future. So he is finding out how his own family works right now and why it gets along so well.
And how much money he'll inherit if Dad accidentally
Nick
falls
wants a
and
successful
kills himself
vocational life.
on
So he's
a
getting some
badly
idea of the
built
kind
stool.
of work he wants to do. And he's studying harder to bring his grades up.
And he has a book now.
And Nick wants a rich social life in the future. So he is
Don't
learning
let
how
her
to get
in.
along with people better. Because
I'm now
is
the
the
club
time
captain.
to start working on the plans you have made to achieve happiness. Having a purpose or goal to plan for has given new meaning to everything that Nick does.
Hi, Nick. What you doing?
Oh, hi, Don.
Building a bed for my jail cell.
Thanks. It's fun to do things that come out right.
How about playing some ball this afternoon?
Boy, I'd like to, but I have a date with a guidance counselor. Want to talk over some
With a
different kinds of work in
gynecologist.
engineering.
What?
Then there's the math club meeting. After that, Bill and Ed and I are having a bull session on chemistry. Then I have a date.
Okay. Boy, you sure have been going places lately.
It's easy, my boy. You've just got to do a little looking ahead.
Whoa. Wow, that could be the title. All right. See? You thought it might be boring and we might not learn from it. But I think we've learned a lot. If you make one stool, your entire life will fall into place. That's what we learned. Okay, we have 10 minutes for match game. Dun, dun, ba, dum. Okay. What? Oh, here they are. Bum, bum, bum. George said to his wife, I've got to get a new blank. I'm 43 years old, and every time I go there, he still gives me a lollipop when I leave. George said to his wife, I've got to get a new blank. I'm 43 years old. Oh, hey, Dennis, you coming down? I'm 43 years old, and every time I go to blank, he gives me a lollipop. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Paging Dennis Wonderland. Let's see if anybody matching me. Okay. Oh, okay, good. You can just say your answer, Dennis. Oh, Charlie has to pee? Okay. Go, you can go. Okay. Charlie has an emergency call, so he's going to run in the yard. All right, we'll start with Alex. George said to his wife, I have to get a new blank. I'm 43. And every time I leave, he still gives me a lollipop. That's very funny. I have to get a new boyfriend. I'm 43, and every time he leaves, he gives. I have to get a new lollipop. I said dentist. I have to get a new dentist every time I leave. pastor, parole officer, diabetes doctor, gynecologist, psychiatrist, priest, crack dealer, bar stool at the bar, drug dealer, nutritionist. Okay. Dum bum bum. He didn't have to go. What was? Oh, okay. Bum bum. He what? He was glaring at you? Okay. Bum bum. Edna said this new perfume doesn't work. It's not attracting young men. It's just attracting blank. Edna said this. How perfume is it? Edna said this new perfume doesn't work. It doesn't attract men. It just attracts blank. Now, normally there's a decent answer for this, but I assume it just attacks old fogies, undertakers, iron lungs, buyers, rats, podcasters, durian fruit, priests. Oh my God. Zombies, maggots. Oh my God. You got one yet? Oh, okay. All right, we'll start with Alex. Edna said this new perfume doesn't work, doesn't attract men, it just attracts blank. Lawyers. Oh, that's very good. I said it just attracts flies. And Dennis says it just attracts flies. Okay. Oh, George. Full shot for a minute, Alex. Ta-da! Ba-bum. Look at what I got 2 weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. George was chat room celebrity of the week and wore this shirt. And I was able to track it down online. Oh, you know what? I don't know if you saw this week's GizWiz, but Alex, can you go to Home Depot? If you have a Home Depot near you, let me tell you what you should be buying this week. The chat room, the video of the week was a gadget this guy bought called, Alex, if you go to Home Depot and type in electric box Halloween prank, see if that brings it up. It's, the shocking panel. It is such a neat Halloween gadget. Oh, no. Just go to Halloween toys. Maybe it's under that. It is great. And someone emailed me today that, all right, well, I guess we're not going to find it. Actually, just go to gizwiz.biz. I have a link to it there. Just gizwiz.biz. It's the last picture on the page with a link to the, there it is, Friendly Manitoba. Someone emailed me today and said, Dick, it's $50 on eBay. It's $20 at Home Depot. And someone emailed me and said, Dick, my Home Depot is closing them out for $10. All right. All right, let's see if we can get something family friendly on this. There it is, and there's a little video off to the left. Yeah, is this neat? I think that is so clever, and it makes weird electrical, high voltage electric sounds. If I could get one for $10, I would buy it in a second. And the box lights up.
Plus,
I think that is so neat. high voltage junction box. Charlie, in a minute. It's your turn in a minute. So it's, Halloween stuff we were doing this week on the show. Weird Willie said to the psychiatrist, I've given everything a name, doctor. I've named my fingers, my toes, and even my blank. Weird Willie said to the psychiatrist, doctor, I've given everything a name. I've named my fingers, my toes, even my blank. Even my pancreas. Number one answer. Even my stool. Even my earlobe. My soldier boy. Even my knees. That's good. My second personality. My tonsils. Okay. My gazelle. Okay, we'll start with Dennis. I've named everything. I've named my fingers, my toes, even my tongue. Okay. I sort of made it a rhyme. I named my fingers, my toes, even my nose. Alex, you said even my hairs. All right, that's good. All right. We're going to do one more question, and then we'll see Charlie. Oh, I sent you a photo of Charlie. Did you get that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. I get one more match game. Okay. Cynthia said, I call my boyfriend baby because he's 40 and he still blanks. Cynthia said, I call my boy, Charlie, in a minute. Cynthia said, I call my boyfriend baby because he's 40 years old and he still blanks. Wears a diaper, wets the bed, lives with his mom, needs to be nursed, breastfeeds, throws temper tantrum, cries, pees in his pants, sucks his thumb, crawls out of his crib. That's funny. Gets lollipops, going back to the other, has temper tantrum, runs the country like a baby. He's 40 years. I call him baby because he's 40 and he has no teeth. Okay, Alex, I'll start with you. I call my boyfriend baby because he's 40 and he's still nurses. Okay, still, you got a lot of matches. Still sucks his thumb. Dennis says, still sleeps in a crib. You got some crib answers too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, finally, the mascot of the meetup mascot, Charlie the dog. All right, he's here. Says, where's my close-up? Where's my close-up? Oh, Charlie. Okay. All right, Charlie. All your friends are out there, Charlie. All the okay. All right, so Charlie, you know how hyper Charlie is. Charlie was like crazy during the first hour of the meetup. And when the meetup ended, I always try to get Charlie's picture. And as soon as you go in the room, Charlie is jumping up and he's licking the camera. So this is Charlie when the meetup ended on Sunday. He looks like he's drunk. Charlie was wiped out. It's the first time I walked in, took out my phone camera. Charlie just could barely open his eyes. It was great. He had the time of his life. We all did. We had a great time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Giz Wiz is this Thursday night, and the following week it's Wednesday night. Because a week from this Thursday, there is a CES 2019 preview, which I'm going to. All right, so I'll see you all Thursday for Giz Fiz. Meanwhile, this has been for Giz Wiz. This is Giz Fiz PM. And it is. Oh, you know what? Who baked the chocolate chip cookies? Are they in the chat room? Hawks Post. I think Hawks Post bought them. A box of amazing chocolate chip cookies. Oh, my God. I had people begging me to take them home, and I said, they cannot be taken. I said, did you not see the sign in the hall? Please do not remove food from the premises. Anyway, okay. Giz Fiz PM is Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, Dick DeBartolo, Dennis Wonderland, Alex Gumpel, Jamma B, Momsworth, Beef Team, On Dog, Ranger Rick, Magoo, Hawks Post, Mandy the Clown, Roberto Hellman, Becky, Gata, Strengths, Rufus, Emu, Travis MC, Pack NW, Loquacious Spike Production. Brought to you by Turtle Wax. It's not just for turtles and more. See you all next week. Bye. And Beatmaster.